How's it going, everybody? It is August 8th, and this is just an update to this video that I put out last week or 2 weeks ago. There was a lot of interest, and a lot of people have messaged me directly, and also you guys have left a lot of comments down here basically asking what's going on, if it has been resolved, and then basically, what happened? Did anybody know? So I'll kind of just recap quickly. There was a day, and I can't exactly remember which day. Maybe I can find the actual date here. It looks like it would have been the 25th. So July 25th, when I recorded this, where I'm in tier 20,000. And when I woke up, I noticed that I was downgraded to tier 1,000. And as you can see here, these were the stats. And some people were asking if this was just on Pretty Merch or if this was, on the official Amazon dashboard. And it was. So this was confirmed to be true. This was not a glitch when it came to Pretty Merch extension or anything like that. It was an actual Amazon thing. So here's the information that I have, and then kind of the conclusion, and not the conclusion about what happened, because I don't know. So it seems that there were actually a lot of people that were affected by this in across all the tiers. So people from tier 4,000, I believe 10,000, 20,000, and this information comes from people directly. I've also gone on the Amazon merch subreddit. Some people started a discussion over there, and there were a few theories about what was happening. And so my conclusion, and again, not about why this happened or what happened, but the only thing that I've actually concluded from this is basically that we don't know. We don't know what Amazon is doing ever. I know that they're giving us, their news updates from time to time, and they're telling us about upcoming changes and fee changes to fees, products, all that kind of stuff. But we actually have no idea. So I'll just go through some of your comments. But in addition to this, I actually emailed Amazon customer support, and this actually Amazon's customer support, not just for merch, but Amazon Seller Central in general, in my opinion. And this, like I said, this definitely deserves a video on its own. But it is probably the worst customer support for any of these larger platforms. And I've dealt with all of them. I would say eBay is definitely what I would consider kind of like amateurish. Definitely amateurs working there. And if you kind of have been dealing with these platforms and working with them for as long as I have, like sometimes you'll get on a call with somebody, and very quickly you'll realize that you actually know more than they do. But Amazon by far is just bad, and it's not even the skill level of people that I'm dealing with and their understanding, but sometimes they just won't even get the topic or the issue that I'm talking about. They won't even understand the general issue, and the one thing that they love to do is just send you links to their customers, like their FAQs, like websites and all that kind of stuff, which is I don't even, like I said, I have so many examples of emails between myself and them. So even they, during the day, were not helpful at all. And it's with looking at their responses, it sounded to me like they maybe didn't actually know, at least the people that I was dealing with, it was two separate people, they didn't know that it was happening. And even when I sent them screenshots, they still didn't understand what I was talking about. When I was talking about being tiered down, they were talking about the upload limits, like the daily upload limits. And I tried to explain to them the difference between the daily upload limits versus the actual tier, because they were talking about how they sometimes actually change the daily upload limit to because of whatever the reason is, and I fully understand that, because we've all seen the daily upload limits decrease, increase, but this has never happened before. And so Amazon, terrible, absolutely no help. And then us as a community, we had no idea. I mean, how could we if Amazon doesn't know? So some people were talking about, like, for example, that, it was a glitch. I noticed they added bigger sizes on t-shirts. So they were basically doing some changes behind the scenes. Some people were mentioning that this had to do with accounts that meet the tier up criteria. And this is actually this was a very common opinion. And not just here on YouTube and my channel, but like I said, a couple of other like discussion boards, Facebook groups, people were pretty convinced that we were all going to get tiered up because we had met that criteria. There was somebody else, I believe, here. I don't know if it was this one where they said, yeah, here we go. My account says 1,000. Also, I was in tier 4,000. So I'm assuming, hoping that you've been bumped up to your initial tier, and I believe that happened the next day. So I think that this whole day I was in what seemed to be tier 1,000, but again, nobody knows. So there was only one person here that basically started out with, you have bad results. So they thought that it could be due to, just my performance. And again, what defines bad results? Who knows? I mean, this definitely not an objective opinion here. But yeah, and yeah, sorry, I should have mentioned this at the beginning of the video, but I did go on vacation the day after I posted it, and I felt really bad because there was no way for me to actually do any updates. So anyways, I'm putting this out there, and just so you guys know, so that there's some kind of a resolution for some of you guys that weren't affected by this. But yeah, everything seems to be normal right now. I put out a video yesterday, just with the monthly sales update, and you can actually see in that video that everything is back to normal. So that's pretty much it. So two conclusions: we as a community are in the dark. Amazon sucks when it comes to customer service and just kind of like providing more information. Yeah, I just wish that we actually knew a little more about what was happening. And I always go back to saying that this is not our business because we have so little control. And even as if it was as simple as a glitch, for us to be tiered down, from something like 20,000 or 100,000 to 1,000, just overnight, and for us not knowing why that happened, how long it's going to happen, if it's affecting our sales, if it's affecting our products that are visible to customers. Like, we don't know anything. We're just completely in the dark. And but yeah, that's kind of what we're working with. So anyways, that's the update, and I'll leave it at that. I'll talk to you guys soon.